morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Very nice.
Okay. I will talk about Latin America. First of all, I thought to talk about Asia, but it was very hard for me, difficult. So I talk about Latin America, it's easier and you can learn a little bit about me. Latin America corresponds 14.1% of land surface. So it's too much. It's Latin America. Nowadays, we have this kind. United States, and this part is Latin America. So Mexico and everything that's above, below. But the correct definition of Latin America is the persons that speaks Romance languages like French, Portuguese, Spanish. And so we have here back that in the correct definition, it's part of Latin America. But we don't use this because it's a specific part of Canada, and the country, most of the country, it's English, it's Anglo-Saxon, so we don't use this too much. And we have here and here some countries that don't speak Spanish, Portuguese, or French, or this kind of language. So we have here 21 countries in Latin America. The languages, most languages are Spanish, Portuguese, Quechua. There is a typical language from Peru and Bolivia for Aborigines. Mayan languages from Mayas. Guarani, that Aborigines from Brazil and this part of Amazon. Okay. French, we have here French Guiana, and Quebec, and other countries here too. Aymara, Nahiti, and Italian. So we have a lot of languages in this part. The largest city is Mexico City. It's almost here. And the second one is São Paulo in Brazil. The third one is Buenos Aires in Argentina. And the fourth one is Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. And I choose this topic because the people, where are you from? I'm from Brazil. Oh, you don't look like a Brazilian person. And what does people think about Brazilians? And so, you speak Spanish, don't you? No, I don't. I speak Portuguese. Brazil is the only country that speaks Portuguese. So, I talk about this. Talk a little history. America, all of them, were discovered in 1492 by Christopher Columbus. And in 1493, Spanish occupied this area, this part, and Portuguese almost this area, Brazil. That today we have Brazil. So in 1993, they shared all the countries and the space, territories. And after that, they come up. And in this part, when they come up, a lot of disease and epidemics they brought to this part. And a lot of Aborigines died in this time. Other thing that we had, in First and Second World War, a lot of Europeans came to Brazil and South America to colonize in 1993 they came to Brazil to colonize and to have a lot of culture and religion, and they killed a lot of Aborigines in that time because this is the correct thing, and the Indians and Aborigines didn't accept that, so they fight. So they had in that time a lot of guns, and Indians they had only, I don't know the name, something like this. Do you know?
Arrow.
Arrow?
Arrow?
Arrow, yeah.
Bow and arrows?
it's not the same thing. So, and they have guns, and so they killed a lot of Aborigines. In Brazil, especially, a lot of Africans came to Brazil only to work, because the Indians and the Aborigines there don't want to work for Europeans, so they brought a lot of African people to work in this area with slaves. Another thing, the Indian people, indigenous people, are advanced civilization. We have Aztecs, Mayas, Caribbeans, Tupi, and Mays, the Aborigines in this area, all of them, in different parts. And after the First and Second World War, a lot of Europeans came to Brazil and Latin America, all of Latin America, to not be in that part in that time. So we have a lot of Europeans ethnies here. And we have, for example, in Brazil, more than 50% have white skin.
Have what?
White skin, all Arabs. 45% are mulatto. That is the mix with Europeans and Africans people. And less than 5% are black. They're original from Africa. In Argentina, 80% has white skin, and 17 are mestizos. There are people that are aborigines with Europeans, the mix of us, and only 3% are mulatto. No, only 3% are mulatto. That's the mix with Africans and people. It's another mix, but the aborigines. In Mexico, we have 70% are mestizos, 15% Native American, and 15% white skin. 15% white skin. In Peru, we have 45% of Native American. So we don't have a lot of mix here. Continue have a lot of Native American. 30% are mestizos, 15% white skin, and 10% mulattoes. So at first, I didn't understand, I still don't understand why the people, oh, you don't look like Brazilian, or... And sometimes we think about other countries in a different way. It's not the full, it's a preconceptions, some preconceptions. And I will tell about some history. The first country to be independent was Haiti in 1804, and in 1822 Brazil and Mexico were independent too. So it's
For what?
independent. Independent. We have a lot of, the vast part, the religion, are Christians, and more than 70% in this area are Christians. Christians, Roman Catholics. So it's
Where?
in Latin America.
Oh, okay.
And the Protestants are increasing in these days, but we still have a lot of Catholics. Most of them are Catholic.
70%?
70%.
Oh.
Yeah. In Brazil we have a lot. Most of the people that don't have religion, they say that they are Catholic. I think this is the most problem. They are not really Catholic. They don't go to the church. But what's your religion? Oh, I'm Catholic. Okay.